Hello YouTubers, Manny here from Manny's How To Workshop with a quick video today on how you should prune your mango tree in preparation for the next season. So this is my primary and oldest mango tree, and this poor tree had gone through 2 frost cycles. In other words, 2 winters that was so cold that we had frost where it lost like a ton of most of the leaves. And then I pruned it and it came back. So this year I thought I was going to get flowering, but it didn't. So I'm hoping that next season is when it's going to flower for the first time. So basically I went ahead and pruned it. As you can see, there's still a good, I would say that's like 75 to 80% of the foliage, leaves left on the tree. But this is where I took off. I know, right? You're thinking like, holy crap, you got all that from that little tree? Yep. Those were all the excessive growth that was on there. And what I mean by excessive is that by rule of thumb, and I follow Chris. Chris has his own channel. She's from the west coast of Florida, right above Homestead, Miami area. And when she prunes her trees, they actually look like naked. You're like, oh my God, that's never gonna come back. But Mother Nature knows what it's doing, so you gotta have faith and trust in her. And like I said, by looking at what I pruned off the tree, you're thinking, holy crap. But yep, with all those there, by springtime, it's gonna have a lot of new growth, and hopefully that will help to push some flowers. So basically, the rule of thumb is this also when pruning. You look at the branch, for example, right? So here's the Y, here's the split. So you can see where that I pruned it here before. What happens is if you cut this here, and what it'll do is they'll throw out some more shoots like this, like 1, 2, 3. I've seen as many as 5, you know, from one little section. So basically, let's take this one for example. Here you have a clump of leaves. Not exactly a lot because it's not far from the joint. Usually they come up to about here where this leaf is, and then there would be a clump, and then they go up another same distance and be another clump. So this one here I won't touch, only because it's not 2 full sets of push of leaves. See, like this is one clump right here. In this one area, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 leaves. Well, wait, 2, 4, 6. There's 6 leaves if you count the one where my thumb is. So that's the rule of thumb you follow. Let me see if I can find another one that looks a little bit better, and I can show you what I'm talking about. Alright, let's take this one for example. Okay, so this one here, alright, there's nothing here, and then there's your first clump right there, my index finger is, and if you come up, there's your second one right there. As you can see, that before I already had cut it right there, my thumb is. And then what it does, it pushes out other mini branches. Alright, so if you're gonna prune your trees with fruit trees or mango trees, that is, that's the rule of thumb you follow. Is that you wait for 2 pushes of clumps of leaves, and that's where you prune it, that's where you cut it. I guess it gives it, what it does is it gives, like for example, this branch time to go from this color, green, to this color, like brown. It starts turning to that woody color. And when it turns into woody color, that's when it becomes a strong branch. Because what you want is, you know, as you know, mangoes are pretty heavy, right? So when it does produce mangoes, when it flowers and it produces those mangoes, depending on the variety, they can get big. They can be 1 to 2 pounds, okay, per stem. So imagine having on this little bitty branch here, you know, a couple of mangoes, and this little guy, it looks like that one mango will like force it all the way down. And you don't want that. You want the branches to be able to support the mangoes, because if it can't, then it will put too much stress on the branch, and that branch will end up growing in that direction. It'll curve. Alright, so And if you can see in my tree, for example, that from the frost, let me show you right here real close. Right there is where I lost 1, 2, 3, I think there's 3 main branches from the original when this tree was coming. These 2 right here, the only 2 that survived, and that when I cut it all back, it had like 4 or 5 leaves left that were green. And once I pruned this off right here, you can see all these little mini branches that came out right there. I cut them off because those are, you don't want those taking power away from the tree. You want to give the tree time to heal and come back. So look, by having only 2 main branches here, it kind of makes the tree not balanced. But like I said, Mother Nature knows what it's doing. So since I already had branches on the left side, it threw some branches on the right side. So I let these grow. As you can see, all the way up, it pushed out branches on the right side to try to balance itself off. Oh, and then this little guy decides to hitch a ride right there. Funky looking frog right there. But anyway, so there you go, guys. That's how you prune your mango tree if you're in Florida like me. And here's a bonus footage for you. Oh, by the way, look at my papaya tree over here. She's looking beautiful. Ton of papayas. I got one right there that's be ready to be picked in a few more days. And more mango trees. And I just found this yesterday and I couldn't believe it, and I'm like so psyched. Looky there. My miniature banana tree is flowering. So guess what? I'm gonna have a bunch of bananas in probably a couple of months. A few months, yep. So I'm excited about that. This one here I'm still waiting to flower, but it's grown pretty big and it's got a little child right there coming up. So I'm excited. Oh, all right guys, so once again, thanks for watching my video and coming to my channel. And if you like my content, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the little bell button to be notified when I upload new videos. All right, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.